Part 1. Introducing the Classical Era and Classical Style. Do you like archaeology? Do stories of ancient Rome and Greece fire your imagination? If so, then you will understand the excitement of local residents in a small town in 18th century Italy when excavators accidentally unearthed the remains of the lost Roman cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum. In the 1st century Common Era, these cities were victims of a cataclysmic natural disaster, the volcanic eruption of Mount Vesuvius. Within days, Pompeii and Herculaneum perished under a dense blanket of fiery volcanic ash. Centuries later, the rediscovery of these sites fueled the imaginations of people everywhere. In fact, it was part of a larger picture. Artists and sculptors celebrated the ancient past, evoking scenes from Greek and Roman mythology. 18th century architecture moved away from the ornate style of the Baroque toward a style that echoed the clean, symmetrical lines of ancient Greek temples, complete with Doric columns and carved pediments. It's been called the Age of Reason, an era that produced the first encyclopedia and writings from some of history's greatest philosophers, such as Voltaire and Rousseau. But with new ideas came new demands for freedom. Violent revolutions broke out, first in America and then later in France. Amid shouts of liberty, equality, and fraternity, the Ancien Regime came under attack. Monarchies fell, heads rolled, and democracies were born. Music historians define the classical era as spanning roughly the years 1750 to 1825. For centuries, Italy had been the arbiter of musical taste and style. By the middle of the 18th century, Vienna became the musical capital of Europe. All three musical giants, Haydn, Mozart, and Beethoven, were drawn to Vienna, a sophisticated city with many potential patrons and career opportunities. Thus, the Viennese School was born. The classical period ushered in many important developments. Texture, once defined by elaborate counterpoint, became primarily homophonic. New forms were invented and developed, most notably sonata form. The modern symphony orchestra, with its 4 principal sections, crystallized, and new orchestral genres evolved, such as the symphony. Join me now as we take an evening stroll along the cobblestone streets of 18th century Vienna. Just ahead of us, music and laughter resound from an upper story window. Men and women are pouring out of coaches, faces powdered, glamorously frocked and bewigged. It seems the party has already started. Come on, let's join in their fun.